Friends, very warm welcome to all of you. This is a quick revision session on the third topic, that is charge of supply. We know that there are two important concepts in GST, that is intra-state supply and interstate supply. Now when the location of the supplier, which is usually the registered place of business or the additional place of business, and the place of supply are in two different states or two different union territories, or one state one union territories, then in that case it is called as interstate supply. Whereas if those two, that is location of the supplier and place of supply, are in the same state or same union territory, then it will be called as intrastate supply. In case of intrastate supply, CGST and SGST or CGST and UTGST are the tax component which are levied. In case of interstate supply, IGST is levied. In case of union territories of Jammu and Kashmir, Delhi and Puducherry, instead those are having state legislations, means Vidhan Sabha. So in those cases, instead of UTGST, SGST is levied. In all other union territories, UTGST is levied. So that was about the charge. We also have seen the section 9, which is the basic charge section. Section 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So section 19192 tell us about the specific charge under GST on supply of goods and services or both, but except human consumption, alcoholic liquor for human consumption at a specified rate. Those rate will be notified by the government in the official gazette, by the notification in the official gazette. Also, 5 petroleum products as per section 9.2 will be notified at a later date. Currently those are not under GST. Section 9.3, 4 and 5 talk about reverse charge mechanism. 9.3 talks about specified list of goods and services which are covered by reverse charge mechanism. 9.4 talks about specified category of persons. If they procure goods from an unregistered person, it will be covered under registered reverse charge mechanism. And 9.5 talk about services which are covered under reverse charge mechanism, in which the electronic commerce operator is required to pay tax to the government. So why there is a concept of reverse charge mechanism, and what is that? In case of forward charge, the supplier recovers the tax from the recipient, collects it and pays it to the government. In case of reverse charge mechanism, the recipient only makes payment for the goods or services to the supplier, and the tax component, instead of paying it to supplier and then supplier to government, the recipient directly pays to the government. Why that is so? For two reasons. One, to increase the tax net, wherein if the supplier is not registered, then he may not collect the charges from the customer and there is maybe a leakage. So to tap that leakage, that is number one. Number two, government thinks that few of the sectors who are unorganized and not capable of performing with all the compliances and requirements of GST law, they think that some relief should be given, and hence the responsibility of collection, levy, etc. is reposed upon the recipient instead of the supplier. So that was about a quick recap of what we have studied in first area of the charge. Thank you so much. Good luck.